free, so be happy. You can do whatever you like, you don't have to be ready.
Hi and welcome back to my channel. I thought let's just try and keep this momentum going that I got up over Christmas, and we'll pop out a little weekly video. I'm going to do what I get up to over the week, but we have got really cold weather. Cold weather. The snow that we had from the weekend has compacted and frozen, so he's actually not able to get out into the fields at the moment because I can't get him across the yard because it is just ice, sheet ice. I was skating all over it trying to empty my wheelbarrow. So yes, he is in. I managed to get him out yesterday, but he's been in since last night, and he will be in probably until the weekend because it's meant to be like -7 now, I think, until the weekend. So overnight, that is. He's looking a bit wild. I don't know if you can see he's got his wee wild boy eye on. He thinks he's seen or spotted something outside, so he's thinking he's a wee bit wild. But we have done some groundwork, so I'll pop some clips in of that. I'm just kind of going to show you for the week what I do to keep him healthy and moving in his body when we get weather like this and he gets stuck in. So this was day one's groundwork. I just did some basic exercises that we kind of have a little like groundwork routine that we do before riding, and this kind of is it. Kind of, because there's not enough space to do it properly, but yeah, so it's a little bit of getting him to follow the feel of the rein, in this case the lead rope on his rope halter. I've never actually done it in his rope halter before, so I was really pleased at how well it translated. He was following my rope really well. You will see though that as soon as I give, he's straight back looking outside the door. I still have no idea what it was that he thought he'd seen or heard out there, but it was something, obviously, something that had his attention. But he was still listening, he was still doing as I was asking him to, so I was quite happy. He does sometimes take the head lower as an excuse to just sort of mooch about, look for food, especially when we're in the field. He'll start grazing, which, okay, it's all right, you know, he's done what I've asked him to, and it's kind of his little reward, but I don't really want him to be moving his feet. I just want him to lower his head. There was, I don't know if you can see, there's a shadow in the bottom right hand corner. There was a bale in the doorway. I don't think it was the bale he was worried about, because we did actually walk up to it and he had a little sniffer, he had a nibble of it. But yeah, I don't think that's what he was worried about. I think it was something beyond that, but I have no idea. He got a bit stuck here, and really I was trying to get him to move his like to do that, to cross over his inside hind across to move around, but he got a little bit stuck, and I probably should have tried to walk him in a bit of a circle just to unstick him, but you know, hindsight and all that, that's why filming's good. We can see the things that we do wrong. And again, on this side, he got stuck as well. He got distracted. Someone had a hay net hanging up, and he was rather interested in that. So yeah, you can see he's a bit sticky, he's a bit stuck, and yeah, as I say, I probably should have just tried to walk him in as big a circle as I could in that space. We then go for a bit of backup, and I think he thought I was backing him up into the bale because he knew it was behind him, but we just had a wee chat at the end. I told him that, you know, I would never back him up into something because I'm not a meanie. just now, he's had a good groom. I'm going to do his tail because the bands have popped off that. So I'm just going to redo his tail just now. He's got his massage pad on, and then I'm going to pop him away and I'm going to go home and get some dinner.
So I'm just doing some leg stretches here with him. Now, I'm no expert on this. I literally was picking his leg up, asking him to bring it forward and letting him do what he wanted to do. So I wasn't actually like pulling his leg forward or anything. I was just suggesting that he might want to stretch it a bit. And he was, like I say, doing what he wanted to do. This front leg, he actually, you'll see in a minute, I'm just holding it there. And then he goes, oh yeah, I'll give it a good big stretch. Thanks, Mum. So like I say, I was going by what he wanted to do.
It is now Thursday. I was going to say Wednesday there. It's not Wednesday. It is now Thursday. The snow and ice is still here. We are having, I think it's about -8 tonight, maybe -9 tonight. So Pedro's going to get very well rugged up. I am chatting out here because there's someone in the barn, and I've said before, just not really confident speaking in front of other people. So I'm out here. I'm in our snowy school. You probably can't see. The moon is out, nice and bright. But I've just emptied my wheelbarrow, so I've teetered across the yard to empty my wheelbarrow. I will show you what the yard is looking like and why he's not getting turned out at the moment. I'm really, really hopeful that Saturday or Sunday I will be able to get him out. Sunday's meant to be, temperatures are up morning and night on Sunday, sorry. Saturday's still meant to be minus at night, but I'm hopeful that even if I can get him out for like an hour, sort of middle of the day Saturday, if it sort of thaws enough that I can get him out then, that would be amazing. Because he's getting bored in his stable, and I think that's where the feisty behaviour is coming from. I also think he's been a bit cold. So he was Tuesday, he was a little bit anxious in his stable and just a bit on edge. Then yesterday he was in the morning, he was a little bit wired, stuck an extra rug on him at night because it was colder, and this morning I came up and he was totally chill. So I think he's maybe just been feeling the cold a little bit. He's not felt cold when I put my hand under his rugs, he's not felt cold, but I think he maybe just, he's a funny horse. He's like Goldilocks pony. You've got to get it right. Can't be too hot, can't be too cold, got to be just right. That pony is like Goldilocks. So yeah, I think I got it right last night. So he was feeling okay this morning, and he's totally chill just now in the stable as well. So I'm going to stick an extra rug on him tonight. I'm not quite decided what he's getting on, because at the moment he's got a fleece and 100 gram on. So he'll either get another fleece or I'll just stick his 200 gram turnout on him, possibly with the fleece still on. We will see. Anyway, barrow is emptied. I am going to head back across the farm. It's not as dark as this at all. I will turn the light off and show you. It's actually, there's still a bit of light in the sky and it's about 5 o'clock, so it's very exciting. But yeah, I'm going to go back and do my evening chores and do, I think, a little bit of groundwork with him, so I'll film that as well. But yeah, week is going well. We're nearly there. We're nearly there.
So here we go, groundwork again. As you can see, he was stuck in his body today. He was really not as responsive to the rope aid as he had been the day before, or the day before the day before. So I just go for tiny little asks. That's why it's taken so long to get him to bring his head all the way around. And then again, here we got a bit stuck in our body here again. He's doing it, but he kind of was a bit better on the second half of this ask. I think he was a bit better. And he was definitely better going in this direction. He just felt, he didn't feel stiff. He just, like I say, he just felt stuck. Like, he kind of wasn't quite able to do what I was asking him to do. I don't think because of being in. I think mentally. I think he was stuck mentally. You'll see here, he's so sweet. I go put my hand in my pocket to get a sweetie and he looks away. That's like a clicker training thing that we've done.
Now, I don't really have much time to film in the morning just because I've got to get to work. But I just wanted to come up briefly because it's been the coldest night last night. Thursday night, Friday morning. And yeah, just a few extra jobs I've had to do this morning. So he has had some warm water in his food it was a little bit kind of frosty on top rather than frozen and quite cold. So I didn't really want him eating it like that. So what I do is I boil the kettle, but I don't like fully boil it. Just once I can feel it quite warm on the outside, I stop the boil and pop the water in. But I've actually finished boiling the rest of the kettle because I'm going to put it in his water that's in his stable, because I will show you what that's looking like. So this is the first day I have come up to find that his water's actually obviously been a bit frozen overnight. So we've got all these very spiky bits on the edge. The water in the middle is actually okay, but I just want to thaw these off. So I'm just going to pour the boiling water over those and thaw those off and warm his water up a little bit. And then I'll fill his water up too. Right, just filled his water. Couldn't really film me doing it at the same time because I don't have time to set up tripods and things. But I just wanted to show you something that I do. This is maybe totally obvious, but so his water is in big containers, which actually I find doesn't really freeze. I mean, it does freeze a bit, but it doesn't totally freeze. So, and like I said before as well, like the lids, don't twist them on, just sit them on top, and then they're not going to be frozen on in the morning. So that's what I've done with this one, but this one has got quite a bit of ice in it. From overnight, it's got quite iced up. So what I do when I'm pouring the water out to make sure the ice doesn't go in is I just take the cap and kind of hold it part over the top so that there's just a little gap for the water to come out of, and that stops the ice coming out into his water bucket. So just another little winter tip there. Like I say, it's maybe totally obvious, but yeah, I didn't do it for years. I'm going to get his hay, put his hay in. I'm going to be late for work now because my alarm's gone off that tells me I need to start thinking about making a move. That went off a couple of minutes ago, so I'm probably going to end up being a little bit late, but sometimes that happens and my work is very good at being understanding. One more thing just before I go. I'm not sure if I have mentioned these. So these are Yak tracks, and I've had these on my boots this entire week, and they make walking on the ice so much easier. They really are useful. A useful thing to have. My pair broke. This is my mum's pair. So I need to get a few more pairs because I actually want to have them on every single pair of boots that I own for up at the farm for winter time. But yeah, they are great and I really recommend them. Also, these boots are absolutely unreal. These are Skechers, unbelievably, kind of walking boots. I got them back in the summer, back in August. I got them back in August when we went to Blair, and I wore them walking around Blair because I wanted something that was going to be comfy but cope with the mud. So not a trainer, but not a welly. And these have been absolutely unreal. I actually love them so much. I'm going to buy another pair because I dread when these just die from use, because I do go through my boots quite fast. So I think I'm going to invest in another pair of those and a few more pairs of the Yak Tracks for my boots, and also so I can replace the ones that I've pinched from Mum. Anyway, I need to go get to work, do a day's work, and then I'll be back up here later on.
So I took advantage of this little cold snap that we were having and wormed the boy for insisted red worm. Is that what it's called? The one that you worm for when it gets really cold and hard frost and things. We just haven't had it before now, really. So yeah, I'd ordered this online and it came really quickly, which I was pleased with because, yeah, I'm never sure. Like, obviously I know the weather's breaking and I don't know if that makes a difference. But anyway, he got wormed on Friday. He's a really good boy. He takes it really well. He's a funny wee face with his cute wee teeths. But yeah, he wouldn't take a treat after. He was so suspicious after. It was quite funny. Here, I'm chucking treats into his hay. This was a little suggestion of somebody on Instagram, was to hide things in his hay just to keep him entertained. And he's loved it. These are crunchets I'm putting in, and yeah, he really enjoys those.
Good morning. Good morning. Put it to your face. Good boy. That's a lovely angle, isn't it? Happy Saturday. Made it to Saturday. Today we have freezing fog, just to add that into the list of weather we're contending with. This, I think, is meant to be the last day of it. It's meant to break tomorrow. Tomorrow's temperatures are meant to be about 6 degrees morning and night, I think. So fingers crossed we get him out tomorrow. Oh my word. It has been a week. Anyway, I am going to do my morning jobs. Not quite sure how much I'll film of it because you've seen it all already, but I'm going to do my morning jobs, walk him up and down the aisle a bit. And yeah, I'm not going to spend long here because obviously with this freezing fog coming in, it's going to get better here. And yeah, he is nice and cozy. He's now wandering around his stable like, where's my breakfast, mother? Stop chatting, get me my breakfast. So I'm going to boil the kettle, get his brekkie sorted and crack on. This is like a little reminder to myself why I do not do straw with Pedro, because he is messy as I am running really low on shavings. So I've been putting the hay that he doesn't use on top of his bed, like as if it was straw. But makes for a disgusting bed. Is done. Still got to his water. I'm going to take him for his little walk up and down the yard now, though, just to stretch his legs a bit. He's currently tied up on the farmyard. He's currently tied up on the barnyard aisle. He's currently tied up on the aisle. He's just here. And yeah, I'll take him for his daily walk up and down the aisle. Monotonous, but it's movement. So we have made it through a week of pretty difficult weather, beautiful weather, but difficult weather. I am so pleased with how this week has gone. I'm really glad I decided to vlog it, because I think it's kept me motivated, it's kept me doing things with Pedro, and has made the week a little bit more bearable. It's been tough. It's really tough when the weather is like this. It's really tough in winter if you have horses. It's a really hard time of year, especially when we get past Christmas. I think the excitement of Christmas kind of keeps you going, and then you hit January and it's like, oh, there's nothing much happening. So yeah, it's a tough time to get through at the best of times, but when the weather's like this, it's even harder. I'm really glad that I decided to film all of this, and yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed filming it. I have enjoyed editing it, and I hope you have enjoyed watching it. And if you have, I did promise myself I would never say this, but I'm going to. If you have enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.